Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Emotions Videos. In today's video, I'm back with another monster analysis. Today we have this monster named Kat-herine, and apparently this mythic monster, this corrupted mythic monster, is somewhat like Lindworm. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. So if you guys are excited for today's video, go ahead and smash the like button, okay? It shows me that you guys are enjoying these types of videos so I can continue making them. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anyways, let's go on and get started. So it says Kat-herine is a light control monster with stun and baby reversion skills. She can also curse or stun enemies or heal all allies. She has an evolving trait. At rank 0 you have access to hardened, so that's not actually that bad. I wish it was tough, but hey, hardened could come in handy. Rank 1, if you get it to rank 1, you have immunity to blind. Now that right there is actually pretty good against monsters that blind, because there are tons of people that have access to Fame Elise, so that will come handy against Fame Elise. And then at rank 3, she gains life regen at the start of the battle. Not bad. I wish that was a bit better, maybe like something other than life regen. Pierce would be nice, but nah, that'd be too OP. Now I do want to mention one thing before I get into the skills. This mythic will be available in the next pass. We don't know if it's going to be for free or not, but in the leaks it showed that it's going to be in the pass. Hopefully it will be available for free. I don't want to get your hopes up, guys, by just saying that it's going to be for free. Let's just hope it is, because then everybody's going to have access to this monster, and it's a pretty good one too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the skills now. It's sale time. Transforming all allies into babies, right? Now transforming all allies into babies, that won't be a big of a problem, because you can just run, for example, Vampirostral or Ignis or Influxor, right? They have immunity control, so they'll be fine. Any other monster that has immunity control, you can go ahead and pair it up with this mythic and you'll be fine. So you won't really transform them into babies, you're just gonna heal them and also apply life regen. You know what I mean? But other monsters that don't have immunity control as a trait or status caster, then that'll be a problem. Anyways, all faces to the wall, deals low light damage to all enemies, applies stun to all enemies. So it's an AoE stun, kind of like that one monster that was for free in the PvP. I forgot his name. But anyways, I said no. deals heavy light damage to an enemy, transforms one enemy into a baby, applies curse to one enemy. That's actually really good against Megaton monsters. So in the beginning, if you really want to just apply that baby reversion right away, transforming them into baby and apply curse and also deal some damage to them, that's pretty good, because lots of people are going to be running Megatons, right? So you can do that in the beginning. Now, last one, it's called You Behave. Deals moderate light damage to all enemies, transforms all enemies into babies, requires cooldown. This is just like Lindworm's skill, you know, transforming all enemies into babies. That's really good. So just like Lindworm, that's why I like to call this monster a corrupted version of Lindworm. It's just that it's light elemented, you know what I mean? So yeah, transforming all enemies into babies, that's really good. Just make sure the enemy don't have immunity control as a status caster or trait, because then that would be a problem. But aside from that, that's a pretty good skill. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. This is level 100, by the way. You have 88,369 life. Now that's actually pretty good comparing it to the other corrupted mythic monsters of the game. Pretty good. Power, you don't have to worry about that because this monster is a denier. And then speed, you have 6,358. That's pretty good. That's a great speed. Okay, so great speed for a denier. This is amazing. Anyways, let's take a look at the relics. You have staff and amulet. Ooh, what if you do this? What if you run Pumpseed Staff with Scherzard's amulet? You can remove so much stamina from the enemy, possibly all of their stamina. That'll be interesting. But if the enemy has Megatons, then you know the Megaton's gonna absorb that. But if there's no Megatons, you can just remove all stamina with Pumpseed Staff and Scherzard's amulet if you have those two. You can also just run, for example, staff that gives you stamina instead. Matcher Staff. Matcher Staff is actually pretty good because you remove stamina and also you regen your stamina, so that's pretty good. Anyways, the books, we have Adventures, Female, and Adventures Guild. Adventures Guild, that's new. I haven't heard of that. But aside from that, yeah, relic-wise, I really like it. Stat-wise, it's great. Okay, stat-wise, it's great. Now, yeah, monster so far is pretty good. So here are some recommended allies, okay? You can pair this monster up with Super Fox or Dratus because they have access to Pierce. So after you apply the baby reversion to all enemies, you can still damage them with Super Fox or Dratus skills. So that's actually pretty good, right? Now, this brings me to my next point. Counters, right? For counters, Super Fox or Dratus will be a problem. Even Execute Monster, okay? Because they have access to Pierce. So they could do the same thing. If they have this monster on their side, they could do the same thing to you. So that'll be a counter, okay? But aside from that, let's go on and take a look at these other skills in here that are mentioned. So basic attacks. Deals moderate light damage to an enemy, applies curse to an enemy. You have a 0 cooldown skill and 30 stamina cost. It's a light damage, light element, sorry. So you can actually use this if you want to. Have like a 0 cooldown skill as a backup. You also have this skill, Meow's Maid. Transforms one ally into a baby. 0 damage, 0 cooldown, magic element? Why would you want to do this? I'm kind of confused. Transforming one of your ally into a baby. Oh, you know what? That's actually not bad. Now that I think about it, what if you use this on one of your allies, right? And let's say they're down to like 1 or 2 HP or something like very low, right? You can use this, so then if the enemy doesn't have Pierce, they won't be able to attack that monster, so you can save them for 1 turn. You know what I mean? That's not that bad now that I think about it. To your room. Deals moderate light damage to an enemy, applies stun to an enemy, requires cooldown. Okay, that's a 1 turn cooldown. Light element. Then you have Lovely Caring, transforms one ally into a baby, applies life regen, and heals one ally by 30%, requires cooldown. So if you could use this for Vampirastral or Ignis or Influxer or someone that has immunity control as a trait or status caster, they'll be fine because you'll be healed by 30% and also you'll apply life regen. And also, it's a 1 turn cooldown, okay? It's a magic skill, by the way. Same with Meow's Maid, so they're both magic. That's pretty interesting, right? A light corrupted mythic monster that has magic skills? That's unique. Alright, tier 2, it's sale time. We've already seen this, all faces to the wall, and the other 2 skills. We've already seen them, right? But let's go on and take a look at the ultimate, Converting Words, okay? Now, Converting Words, this is the ultimate, 120% accuracy. Ooh. Removes all negative side effects from all allies. Heals all allies by 100%. Gives 100% of stamina to all allies. Restores all cooldown on all allies. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. So your allies will just be in shape. After you use this, they'll be back to normal, basically. They'll have everything resetted. And they'll take all their life back, all their stamina, and if they're hit with cooldown, great. That's amazing. I've got to say, you definitely want to invest on this mythic monster. Getting it to rank 3 or 5, whatever you want to get it to. It's a great mythic, okay? So once again, we don't know if it's going to be for free or if it's going to be in one of the passes where you have to purchase them. But I've got to say, this mythic is actually pretty good, okay? Kat-herine, man, this is going to be the next Lindworm. I'm going to call it out. This is going to be the next Lindworm, and this is definitely going to be meta, all right? So make sure to, you know, just have this monster. Try to get it. Try your best to get it, okay? Hopefully it'll be out for free. But aside from that, overall, I really like the stats. I really like the skills. I really like the relics. Relics are amazing. Traits could be better, but you know what? It's not that bad. It's alright, I'd say. The traits are alright. It could have been better. But overall, once again, it's an amazing monster. You definitely want to get it. Don't miss out on this mythic. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching today's analysis video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this monster. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.